I'm showing you guys the use of dandelions in your garden because everyone's over here hating on the weeds and stuff, but there's actually a way to use the dandelions to your benefit. What kind of man of letters would I be if I didn't help you out with that? Okay, step one. Okay, first things first, you want to identify your dandelions. Yellow flower, serrated leaves, they grow everywhere you don't want them to grow. You break them, they produce a milky white liquid, a little latex. All right, so the role of dandelion in the soil. Also a key thing let's know. So if you have dandelion growing, that means your soil is compact and it's calcium deficient. Dandelion roots go super deep into the ground. So they're able to pull up, that's why they can survive when pretty much nothing else can, because it can get water when it's a drought, it can get nutrients in poor soils, and yeah. So step one, I just let them grow out. Let them grow out, let them go to seed so that they can colonize. You want us to try to pull them out as best you can from the root. And so what you do, so here's the root, super strong liver detox. They say you want to get it before it goes to seed. That's when it has the most nutrients in the root. But fuck it, whatever. So you're getting 80% of the 100. Like, that's still good. It's also super satisfying to pull the roots out. Okay, step two. So what I've done over here is I've pulled aside the hay. So you always want to make sure you're mulching your yard, all right? I haven't watered this, and I'm in Southern California, and the sun just beats back here. I haven't watered this in probably 3 or 4 days, and the top of the soil is still a little wet. So pull back. You see, I pulled back the hay, make a little circle, and I ripped all the roots off. So I rip all the roots off so I can dry those and make them in tea for the health benefits. And the tops, right, because remember it pulls the calcium. Atlas is not having a good morning. All right, so the dandelion, remember it's pulling the nutrients up from underneath the soil via the roots, and it puts it in the leaves. So the last thing you want to do is throw away the leaves after you pull them up, because like this is essentially a little nutrient packet. Thank you kindly, dandelion, for pulling the nutrients from deep under the ground and bringing them to the surface where we want and need them. So you would be a fool to pull your weeds and then to throw them away. No, you pull them up, rip the root out so that you can dry it, because dandelion is one of the most potent liver detoxers available, you know what I mean? Pull the roots out. All the calcium and other stored nutrients from underground go on top of the soil around. So these are poppy plants. What up? And around the poppy plants, I'm putting the dandelion. And the reason why I'm putting the dandelion under the hay is because I don't like the look of the leaves on the ground. I want it to be like a nice monotone brown gray with the green popping out. Like, look how dope this looks on potato plants. So planted the potatoes and they came up through the hay. Like, how dope is that? Little corn over there popping up. Anywho, yeah, so I pulled the hay aside and then put the hay back on top of it. That way it's covered, and it also helps break down the leaves, helps break down all of that. So basically what's happening is this is gonna get broken down by worms and bugs and bacteria and shit, and it's going to be, the nutrients in the leaf will be made available in the soil for the poppy plant to grow off of. Same thing over here. Had this other poppy ready to go, and we just slap on the greens. Slap them on. And bada bing, bada boom, you got yourself here comes Atlas crying again. Ah, would you look at that. Now you have dandelion fertilized poppies. Sustainable gardening 101.